All right, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about 5 likes and dislikes of being an English teacher in Japan or in Asia in general. For the most part, teaching English, it's gonna be the same all throughout all the countries, but maybe a little bit different. But let's just start with the first one, and I'm gonna go with likes. And they're not in a particular order. I'm just saying it randomly, saying the list but randomly. So the first one is for the most part the job is pretty easy. If you come from an English speaking country and that is the major language of the country, you pretty much can teach English, and it's pretty easy. You're just kind of teaching what you know, and for the most part you're teaching children. I mean, you can teach adults as well, but when you're teaching children, you're just teaching A, B's and C's, or even just regular basic grammar structure. It's very easy to teach. For me, I think the teaching part is not the hardest part. I think the hardest part is disciplining the kids, because you can always teach and get better, but not everyone is good at disciplining the kids and working well with different types of kids. The next one is rewarding. It's very rewarding to teach English, especially when you can see the young children learn English, and then especially if they come in and they can't speak a lick of English, and then by a year or two they're already speaking, and you see the progress, especially with kids, because they develop really fast. So especially with young kids as well too, and you feel really rewarding as far as your job goes. Number 3, you tend to get a lot of time on your hands. I mean, depending on the job, but I mean, you come in, you go to work, and you do what you're supposed to do, and then you leave, and you pretty much have a lot of time. And not only that, but you get a lot of holidays if you work in Asia. I think I have at least a month of paid holiday, just of holidays, and then I get 10 days a year, which is pretty common. So whether here or China, you get 10 days paid holidays, and I think that goes the same for Korea as well. I'm not sure on that, but I remember when I was in China, I did get some paid holiday as well. So you almost get like 20 paid holidays per year. I mean more, I'm sorry, like 30 paid holidays. That's including the national holidays. For the fourth thing, I think it personally does help you when you're constructing a class and you're guiding either kids or adults. I believe it helps you in your own sense, like if you wanted to run a business, or even just like if you're like a timid, shy person, and you're not really, you're kind of afraid to speak up. I feel like when you teach English and you pretty much learn how to just manage a classroom, you become less timid and are more open to not be so shy. So I think it helps. I mean, this is also my personal experience as well, and I think it helps me in that case as well too. So this is where I usually jog every Sundays. Today is a holiday, so I'm making the time to make a video. But this really helps you run, because I usually get bored, and this view here is so nice. Anyways, for the 5th one, it's very fun. I mean, it's really what you make of it. And some people can get really stressed out and high strung over the job, especially if you're teaching like toddlers. And I've seen it. I've seen teachers strung out because their heart is in it. They really care about the children, but sometimes when you're kind of taking care of so many kids, you kind of neglect your own self. So you know, your mental health kind of starts to, you know, takes a toll. So it's in that case, people should just take a vacation, which, you know, there's so many opportunities to do that. And it's one of those jobs where you can go in frustrated and you can leave the work happy, because sometimes the kids, they're so nice and cute and fun, and you're pretty much just playing with the kids and helping them learn in a fun way. So there's no other job where you can go in with a bad mood and then leave with a great mood. And for the most part, I mean, if you got the right attitude, it's a pretty fun job. All right, so those are my likes, and there is a lot more likes too, but these are just the ones that I could think of. So as far as dislikes goes, the first one would be the pay. The pay is not that much. If you want to get a lot of money for teaching English, I would suggest Korea. I feel like Korea is probably the highest paid country where they're gonna pay teachers a good amount of money to teach English. And in Japan, you can make a lot of money, but you have to work a lot harder. So like, I work from 2 to 7:30, and if I wanted to, I can take up part-time jobs in the morning. I can do part-time jobs on Saturdays, and I know my coworker does that too. And you could make up to like $4,000 a month, but that means you probably have no days off. I mean, you probably might have one day off, but you probably have to work Saturday, Sunday, and then work your morning shifts. I mean, not your morning shifts, but before you go into work. So it's possible to make a lot of money, but you just have to put in a lot more work. But as far as just full-time jobs go, I would say Korea is probably the highest paid country. And then if you go to like the Southeast Asian countries, you're not going to get paid as much, but the cost of living is not going to be as high as Japan or Korea. And right now I have a friend in China. I used to work in China as well, and right now they are paying more people in China as well. Just the fact, like, I used to live in Shanghai, and the cost of living in Shanghai has gotten higher because of rent. So just to make up for that, they've been paying foreign teachers a lot more money. The second one is repetitive. I mean, I guess that goes for any job, but once you just getting into the routine and do that for a couple of years, you feel like you're not really going anywhere, and you're just kind of teaching the same things over and over again, because, you know, you're teaching ABCs or, you know, basic English. You're just kind of doing that for years, and it just kind of gets repetitive. There's no challenge in it. Another one is, what did I write here? Oh yeah, you can't really move up in position. So I mean, you can get to you can be a manager of a school maybe, or even a head teacher, but that kind of is like the ceiling to how high you can go for teaching English. So a lot of people get frustrated with that and kind of, I guess, quit teaching English and just leave, I guess, and go back to their country. Another thing is boredom. I guess it's the same as being repetitive, but I mean, once you start doing the same things over and over again for a couple of years, you start getting really bored of life because there's no challenge. So that's another thing too. And the last one is people. So you have to deal with a lot of people, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm one of those type of people that, you know, you really like or really don't like, and I think sometimes I don't have a filter on my mouth, and that gets me into trouble sometimes. And you know, when people come from all over the world, and you know, they're not from your country, there might be some sort of clash. And not even the foreigners of the country, from other countries, but even Japanese people. So you might tend to butt heads a little bit. I feel a lot of times a lot of people from foreign countries, different foreign countries, I don't really get along with sometimes. Even Americans, sometimes I don't really get along with a lot of them. I am friendly, I am nice, but sometimes I joke around too much and people take me too seriously, or people complain that I'm not too serious, and then you know, people get bent out of shape, and then it's really hard to I don't know, you know, mix with people, I guess. Also too, with this is an added extra, but a lot of times when you're working at a company, you're just kind of like an asset. Oh, look at these oranges. You just dare to teach English. You're not really part of the company. I mean, you are, but you're treated like, you know, I wouldn't say used, but you're just there for one thing, teach English, and that's it. So you feel like what's the word? You're just a piece of meat. No, you're not a piece of meat. You just kind of, you don't feel valuable. You don't feel valued, and I don't know. I think a lot of people feel the same way as I do when I say that, and then you know, a lot of people do tend to quit and go back to their own country because, you know, with all those things that I just said before, whether they feel any of those things, or even their personal things, I guess. But when you don't feel valued, people tend to just kind of give up on it, give up on teaching. Anyways, I try to be as quick as possible. How long was that? I think that was at least 15 minutes, but I'm going to try to make another grocery video because I think people like it. So I hope you watch that next video. I'll be trying to make more bicycle diaries. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I hope you enjoyed these videos. I enjoy making them. I'll try my best to do them. I've just been so busy trying to do different types of videos. I have more things coming up next month, and I'm just trying my best to give you guys the best videos out there, and these videos will only get better. So thank you for supporting me, and the people that really enjoy these videos, thank you for watching and supporting me, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.